Country Line Lane, I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat courtesy of John Tuggle and Company Corpus. Corn futures traded higher all day Thursday, closing off their highs, but up 1 to 3 cents per bushel for the day. USDA reports a flash sale on Wednesday night, of 42.8 million bushels of U.S. corn to the communist Red Chinese. In addition, USDA reported solid export sales of U.S. corn last week of 67.3 million bushels, again to the communist Chinese. Next new export soybean sale was 39 million bushels, and milo sales were 12,500 tons, or about 500,000 bushels, virtually all to the Red Chinese. Continued concern about late planted U.S. crops in support as is strong positive ethanol margins. Crude oil, currently up over $3 a barrel, also was supportive for corn futures. The fact that the Red Chinese are still buying old crop U.S. corn gives credence to the possibility that the USDA will have to eventually raise corn exports this year above their current projection of 2.5 billion bushels, further reducing the 21-22 crop ending year carryout. Corpus Christi's public elevator and ADM has been open this week for Milo trucks 8 to 5. Cargill Houston is open 7 to 3. The Andersons 7 to 5. May corn 8.16 even money, up a half. May beans 17.06 and a half, down 20. May Kansas City hard red winter wheat 11.36 and a quarter, down 12. For help marketing your grains, it's Tuggle and Company Corpus, 800-288-4453. We are on the line with Jody Fry from Producers in Cargyle, San Angelo. Jody, how did the sale come?
Went good. Nearly 1,300 head this week. You know, we had right at 1,500 last week. So numbers continue to come in due to this dry weather. Compared with last week's sale, kids and yearlings calling those kind of weak, $2 lower. Still good demand for these better quality kids and yearlings. Some of those lesser quality kids were sure selling lower today. Medium to thinner flesh slaughter cows, fully $2 to $4 lower. Your high yield, fleshy, heavyweight slaughter cows and bulls were holding about steady. Limited supply of bred cows and pairs, they sold lower again this week. Like we talked about last week, the middle-aged to older pairs continue to be split apart and weighed. The better quality steers from 400 to 600 pounds from $145 all the way up to a high of $2, mostly $150 to $175. 600 to 800 pound steers $130 to $165, mostly $135 to $155. Better quality heifer calves 400 to 600 pounds $130 up to a high of over $170, mostly $140 to $155. Slaughter cows average to high yielding from 60 to 78. Still some of the highest yielding slaughter cows from 80 to 88. Thinner or lower yielding cows from 35 to 57. Slaughter bulls average to high yielding from 77 to 95. Just a few of those very highest yielding slaughter bulls today from 96 to a high of 104. Bred cows and 2-year-olds, a few young heavy breds today from 750 to 1,075. Same way on the cow-calf pairs, just a few of those young pairs, anywhere from 1,000 to a high of 1,300.
What are you anticipating next week?
I look for bigger numbers on the sheep and goat sale. Had 5,500 thereabouts this week. I'm looking for at least 6,000 to 7,000. Cattle numbers may back up just a little bit, but I'm sure we'll be at least 1,000 or more.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Jody.
You bet. At the office, we can be reached at 325-653-3371. My mobile phone would be 234-7895.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you, Larry.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Ken Jordan, Jordan Cattle Auction. Ken, how'd the San Saba sale turn out?
You bet, Larry. We ended up right at 1,900 head of cattle today, made a total for the entire week of Monday and Thursday, a little over 3,000 head of cattle. I thought today the market continued with, compared to last Thursday, good activity on very, very good demand. I thought overall the stock of steers were selling fully steady. steady to maybe $1.03 higher. Had a group of 7 steers today, weighed 512, really good black steers. They brought $1.87 right at 957 and some change. Also had 14 really good steers, weighed 595 going to grass at $1.79, a little over $1,065 on those 14 steers. I thought the stocker heifers, they sold fully steady. I thought feeder steers and heifers were steady. Had a group of steers that weighed 673 today, really good steers. A lot of condition on them, brought $1.66, about $1,117 and change on those. Packer cows were just maybe a $2 to $4 lower, and bulls were fully steady. We had a lot of good young pairs and cows that came off some drier areas. I thought overall very, very good demand on a steady market, both on the bred cows and pairs. I think top pairs around $1,600 something on those. The top bull today in the bull sale that we had was a really good Angus bull that brought $3,400. A lot of activity on the bulls, and they kind of brought from anywhere from a lot of them 16, 17, depending on if they're just yearlings, all the way up to the 3,400. Overall, I thought a good day, Larry.
What do you think's headed to Mason Monday?
Well, due to the lack of rain and everything, I think we'll still see a good run coming in, just because movement off some of these ranches, especially out west and south where it's gotten a little drier. We'll see some of these cows coming in a little more active, and then also some of these lighter calves, we keep pulling them off these cows, kind of save them. So I look for a pretty good run there, Larry. And next Thursday, got a big stocker feeder sale here at St. Saba. We'll talk more about that next week.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Ken Jordan.
You bet. They can give us a call, Larry, code 325-372-5159. Also, Larry, we do have our first round of advertising for our May 14th female sale. Got over 3,000 head for it. May take a look at that at jordanhuntcattle.com.
We appreciate it. Talk to you Sunday evening.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, pipemovers.com. The Laredo store, call Gabriel, 956-727-7473. Neighbor, let's evaluate the meats right quick as we look toward the National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, 104.49 in the afternoon, up 102. Federal Slaughter, 1.903 million head through Thursday, May 2022. Lean Hogs, 103.97. Neighbor, it was up 20. As we move toward the wholesale box prices, in the afternoon report, they were mixed. Choice up 69 at 262.20. The Select 126 weaker. Looks like Federal Slaughter 498,000 head through Thursday. Looks as if most northern sales 144 to 146. Looks like asking prices remain at 140 up to 148. As we look toward June live cattle, 133.90 down 112. April feeder cattle 155.92 down 27.5. Neighbor, there's your meat move. We're on the line with Kenny Mingus, Milam County Livestock Auction Cameron. Kenny, how's the sale shaping up for Friday?
Well, it's shaping up just right, Larry. We've got about 1,200 in right now. Just put out the projections a while ago, thinking we're going to have 14 to 16, probably around 350 cows out of that mix.
Good. Of the
Yes,
cows,
sir.
keeper cows coming home?
Yes, sir, there is. There's a little sellout here, some little Charolais Angus cows and some little Angus young things. We had a set up here last week from a consignor. It's an estate sale. It's about 25 or 30 of those pairs. Really nice little set. There's a really fancy set of Brangus and crossbred pairs here that are all 5 and younger. About 18 of those, and I think there's 15 palpates on them. Most of them would be Brangus, and they're also young, pretty much 5 and down. Heavy bred. 7, 8. Matter of fact, one of them calved last night. So got those. Got another little sellout on some crossbred cows. Man lost the lease on that place, or the place sold. And there's a few pairs on them and some palpates back. There'll be some tiger stripe cows on them. So if anybody's needing any good replacement females, we got a good set here tomorrow.
All right, then your regular run of calves and yearlings?
Yeah, it's got a good run of calves and yearlings. A lot of little 2s and 3s, you know. Got some people here with all strings of 10 to 20 up to 40 or 50 on one guy. And so the quality looks good. Kind of like I said last week, we're kind of getting in that mix, Larry, where you got some old crop calves coming with some condition, and then getting a few new crop calves scattered through it. So just a little bit of everything here, but the quality's pretty good on the yearlings.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Kenny.
You bet. You catch us here at the office Monday through Wednesday at 254-697-6697. Follow us on our webpage at MilamCountyLivestockAuction.com or catch us on Facebook.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Have a good sale.
You too. Thank you for what you do.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, Pipe, Steel, and Fencing, San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, Pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Josh Tilkey from Karn City Auction Company. Josh, how'd the last sale turn out?
We had a smooth 600, lots of cows, lots of good calves. The market was strong on top to bottom on calves. Packer cows very good as well.
Walk the pins with us.
Good steers 2 to 3 weight 160 to 2 1/4. 3 to 4s 155 to 188. 4 to 5 weight men 152 to $180. 4 to 5s 152 to 180. 5 to 6s 148 to 180. 6 to 7s $140 to 160. 7 pluses $1.40 to 152. Heifer mates 2 to 3 140 to 170. 3 to 4s 145 to 175. 4 to 5 weight gals 145 to 172. 5 to 6s $140 to 160. 6 to 7s $1.30 to 142. Older bull yearlings $1.18 to 135. Big old heifer yearlings $1 bill to 115. Bred cows 9 1/4 on up to 14.50. Packer cows number 1 yield 82 to 88 cents. Number 2 yield 65 to 74, and the bulls $1.02 to $1.15 tipping the scales. We had 230 sheep and goats. Market is still steady on them, about the same as it was before Easter. Maybe a little bit more emphasis on bigger billies and butcher lambs right now.
How about this week?
This week, folks throughout our area got a little bit of rain. We only had about 7 tens here at the barn. A little dust settler for us. We're expecting another modest run, 450 cattle or so, maybe not quite so many cows. And we have another good sheep and goat run. I think we already have 80 head in the barn. There's a good little Spanish sellout of Spanish nannies and billies.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
If you can use any of our services, call us here at the barn, 830-780-3382, or on the cell phone, 830-623-2855.
And the motto down there, Josh?
Long live Cowboys, Larry.
Y'all have a good sale.
Thank you much.
We are on the line with Leroy Kruger. Leroy, I heard you missed a rain at your place, but you were between a 2 and a 4-inch rain at Loretta.
Yeah, it rained 2 inches on the riverside and about 4 inches across the Mines Road. But we'll take whatever we can get here around Jordan. It was anywhere from little to none, but we're glad we got a sprinkle anyway. You know, the good Lord still thinks about us. So
that's right. Well, what's the good Lord think about the bull business this week?
Oh, we've been rocking along here, selling a few. The Hereford bull business has been pretty good. Our numbers are a little short on Angus, but we're working on a handful more, maybe coming here in a few weeks. But we got a really nice set of Charolais bulls on hand, 2-year-olds and coming twos, and got some horn Herefords and we got some front end of those bulls. You know, I bought out of that Jameson sale up there in Quinter. We got 2 or 3 of them boys that are pretty stout, and we got a few others, you know, and just kind of priced all in between, and got a few Angus Herefords. Sold out of Pole Herefords the other day, so just kind of like I say, a good inventory of Charolais bulls on hand. But you know, if somebody needs something, just give us a holler.
Tell them how to get a hold of you, Leroy.
You catch me on the mobile at 830-570-0660.
We appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Have a great one, Larry.
You too. Bye-bye. We're on the line with Rodney Butler, Beeville Livestock, getting ready for the sale. It's about 7:15 Thursday evening. What's it looking like for Friday?
We're tagging on a little over 400 head of cattle, probably about 50 packer cows, no pairs and no stocker cows, handful of bulls, but we got some good calves up there, some good yearlings. Not as many light calves as we had last week. Quite a few bigger cattle. Got those 200 Beefmaster Cross calves in, and then we got several sets of black and Charolais calves up there. So looking for a good sale tomorrow. I imagine we'll end up with about 5.5, sir.
Did you catch any moisture this week at all?
No, sir. We had it rained around us, like on the west side of Beeville. I guess they had 1.5 to 2 inches, but on my side of town, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but on my side of town, we had about 3/10, and it was scattered here and there. The rains were.
Well, I hope you catch the next one. Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Yeah, y'all can call and reach me here at the sale barn at 361-358-1727, or y'all call me on my mobile, 645-5002.
Neighbor, this portion of today's program is brought to you by PMI Jordanton. Call 830-769-1234. That's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. Pipe, valves, or fittings, plates, sheet, channel, beam, culverts, purlins, fencing, and supplies. They now stock new pipe and casings. Find them again at PMI Jordanton, 830-769-1234. Neighbor, let's take a look at the grains courtesy of John Tuggle, 800-288-4453. Milo through Corpus in April, East plus 55, 1441. Houston, May plus 85, 1609. Yellow corn to Corpus in April, May plus 80, 896. Houston, March plus 115, 931. Hard red winter wheat to Corpus in April, July plus 60, 1201 1/4. Houston, July plus 140, 1281 1/4. Placido beans, April delivery, July less 50, 1634 3/4. Texas cotton, $2,913 total bale. Prices went from $139.68 to $141.93. The average $140.80 against the May cotton contract, which closed $153.08, up 7. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in 100,000 square miles of the great state of Texas. No brag, just fact, because you're the best darn farm show listener. And I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for listening. Good day.